This is such an important event we're having this evening, such an important conversation about the role of police in our communities, the question of mental health, the question of social justice, and of course, how we can come together.
Tonight, 8 IMPD officers joined a panel to try and bridge the gap between police and the community that they serve. CBS 4's Courtney Spinelli listened in on that virtual discussion, and she joins us now with more on what IMPD shared.
Hey, good evening, Debbie. Tonight's discussion between IMPD and moderator Mark Lamont Hill focused on 3 specific areas: policing, social justice, and mental health. The conversation lasted about 2 hours in total. The first part of the panel focused on social justice, with the event's moderator using the recent Chauvin murder trial verdict as an example. As you know, Chauvin was found guilty of murder and manslaughter in the 2020 death of George Floyd. Each officer was individually asked how they responded to the verdict, and they were also asked how communities can move past this kind of incident that often leads to tense relations between police and citizens. Several officers called the verdict a moment of healing. IMPD's community resource officer says the department has been working to change policies and training to help alleviate any problems and to make sure something like this never happens in Indianapolis.
Now it's time for us to truly do the work of trying to engage the community and work together with the community so that we can move forward in doing the right things.
The next portion of the panel moved on to discuss mental health. One officer said in his own training and in his role every day, he has focused on slowing down and understanding the perception of a person suffering from a mental health challenge. Another officer says one of the uphill battles they face is even after mental health resources are offered to many people, many families often don't follow through. They also say the reality is there just isn't enough facilities to help with this problem, like long-term housing problems. So IMPD focused on bringing resources to the people they respond to and evaluating each situation individually.
Their overarching goal is to not criminalize the individual who is having a mental health episode, right? It's to stabilize that person and to put that person, get that person the help that they need.
In the final part of the conversation tonight focused on the question of where do we go from here, uniting the community. Officers each weighed in separately, many saying conversations need to happen with people who have concerns about policing. They say a better understanding of each other's perspectives will help foster those meaningful conversations in the community and identify obstacles standing in the way of making progress.
2020 brought great change to the discussion on policing in America. If we are to continue progress in community and police relations, we must continue to strive to work with one another to identify ways for that engagement to continue.
Another officer says these conversations need to start from a place of understanding each other's side when they come to the table. The key to improving any concerns the community might have or gaps standing in the way, IMPD officers say, is communication, something they're working on to do each day through beat policing and other methods. In the newsroom, Courtney Spinelli, CBS 4 News.